Hey, what's up, guys? Happy Friday. I guess unless you're not watching this on a Friday. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Mike Lentini, Director of Operations for this guy.
I'm Brandon Wilhelm, the development agent for the area.
We are going to go through really quickly some feedback on the 418, or what we call Subway Fresh Now. And then the majority of this podcast is going to focus on our FLC agenda. So to go in and give you some brief details about each of the components on our agenda. So real quickly, Project 418 or Fresh Now. Here's some feedback from a manager named Angela. She is the manager of the Pine Tree Plaza Subway. She says, when asked, what is your staff saying about the Fresh Now remodel? They like the new stuff, the new Cambros, the Bane, the boards, the new Coke machine, the bubblers. They're not real fond of having to pre-fold the ham and the turkey during the prep time. It does take a little bit more time, but then during throughput, it is a little quicker. So what are our customers saying at this particular location? One of them is saying, ooh, fancy. That's nice. The other one is saying, huh? When did you guys get that in regard to the new bubblers that we have? Is this all new? When did this change? It looks nice. And then some other vague comments just about how nice the restaurant looks through the remodel process.
Yeah, we've had some people think, oh, this looks like a Starbucks. It's it's really upscale now. So
yeah,
it's been a positive experience overall. So that's good. And I'm going to have a lot more details about that at the FLC as well.
Yeah, exactly. Well, why don't we get into the agenda then, Brandon? So for the FLC, it is on September 18th. We really look forward to hosting you guys for this event. It's going to be a good time for us to learn from each other and be in community as Team Subway. Check-in is from 8:30 to 9 o'clock. We're going to kick the event off right at 9, but during that 8:30 to 9, we'll have Subman and a photo booth. So we would love to have you and the people that you're coming with be able to take advantage of that after you get checked in. So what's our first topic then after that?
Well, I'll start off giving an address to everybody, just kind of talking about the state of the business, both nationally and locally, and just describe some of the things that are going on across the board. Some company changes, local things we're going through, how the trends are, that sort of thing, and I'll talk a little bit about the remodel details. We've got kind of just a quick rundown. We've got several different things, lots of fresh something,
yes,
and it can be a little bit confusing. So Fresh Now is what we used to call 418, and we have Fresh Image, which talks about the exterior of the restaurant, changing some colors, awnings, signage, that sort of thing. Then we have Fresh Start, which is the new remodel standard. It is cheaper than the full Fresh Forward implementation. And then you have the full Fresh Forward, which is the standard for relocations and new builds. So I'll cover all those details. For the owners, I'll break down some of the costs, that sort of thing.
The second topic that I'll be teaching into is building strong relationships. And I know that may sound kind of weird to you, but I truly believe that the huge part of the success for this brand is the relationship between the DA team and our franchisees. And so we're going to talk about, first of all, in the professional world, there's going to be a lot of personal application, I think, but in the professional world, what does a healthy working relationship look like? And then also, what do we do when it breaks down? How do we resolve conflict in a healthy way? If we don't know how it works, we're not going to know how to fix it if it breaks down. So I'm excited to talk about that during that time.
Yeah, I think that's going to be really important. Also, we've got a couple opportunities for you to meet some vendors. John Fonzelter on our team has set up a really great vendor walkthrough with about 8 different vendors.
Yep.
So hopefully you'll find some interesting things, maybe be able to save some money. You'll have a couple of opportunities for that. Then we're going to get into a franchisee panel discussion. We've had several of our top performing franchisees in the area that are willing to get up on stage with us, talk a little bit, have some discussions, and give some clear feedback and share some best practices. We're going to also have the managers split out and have their own discussion at the same time, right?
Exactly, yeah. So Katie Baxter from our team is leading that. I'm super excited. She's been doing a great job with it. So she'll be taking all the managers out of the room, and there is a manager panel, and we've got some great managers that are lined up for that panel. That's where they'll spend about half of their time. And then the other half of our manager breakout session is going to be a subinventory predictive ordering training. So if you're not using subinventory right now, I would encourage you to do so between now and the 18th. If you are using it, make sure you come ready to learn about another component of the subinventory technology piece. So IPC is coming in. They're going to be doing some training on predictive ordering.
At lunch, which is going to be much improved,
yes,
which everybody's excited about.
That's right. It's a sit-down lunch, and I have to, Michelle Fay told me to tell you guys this. So it's a sit-down lunch, and we've got to make sure that we know exactly how many plates we need, and if there's a vegan option, we just need to know that. So please do, if you haven't signed up for this event, please do by the 15th of September. So we have lunch for you, and we have exactly what you want.
I'm going to pick it up in the afternoon session, and I'm going to talk about some of the opportunities that we have with third-party delivery. This is one of the convenience factors that we have fallen behind our competition on, and we're catching up very quickly. This is going to be a big play very, very soon. We're going to start advertising this year is the plan. So I'm going to talk about that and that opportunity and the growth that we have for the chance to get some of those customers back that are really, really focused on convenience above everything else. I'm going to talk about food innovation. I'm going to go through some of the things that Lan Van Popering is in charge of and some of his projects, and he calls them thematics, and the idea of this title, or tsunami is what they call it, of innovation. I'm talking about over 1,000 new products in test. So I'm going to go through that, and I think there'll be some really kind of exciting things, and some of the things we're involved with locally, which is pretty cool to be on the leading edge of some of those things.
That's right. So I've got then GPA, so the guest performance accountability. We're going to go through that, the details of our first year, our first half of the year data. So we'll spend time in that and how it applies to customer service.
And then after that, we've got our country director from FWH, Dave Barton. He is the country director for the Central region. He's going to give us just an update a little bit about FWH headquarters and some staffing changes, obviously leadership changes and things that are in the works there, and give us a little update for what's on the calendar for the rest of the year. You'll be able to meet Dave and ask some questions a little bit there. So we're really glad that he's able to join us. To get somebody in from management to come out here and support our meetings and meet our franchisees is really important. You got one thing, we got to do something fun every once in a while, right?
That's right. So, we need to talk about this. It's something new. Some of you may be like, what is in between Brandon and Mike? So this is our trophy for our creative sandwich contest. So get creative. This is a way that we can partner with you, and our team can partner with you and give you an opportunity to get with your team and create something new, some sort of creative sandwich or wrap. As long as the items are in your restaurant, you can use it to create a sandwich. Then you've got to submit it by the 12th of September. Our team is going to vote on the winner, and you must be present at the FLC, or someone from your team must be present at the FLC to pick up your trophy, and we'll announce the winner there. So we're really looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. We saw some unique things last year, like a spaceship and moon and lots of stuff. So
there was a cow, I think. It is funky.
And this isn't one of those things that necessarily you're gonna get a bunch of customers because you made a funky sandwich.
No,
but it's fun. Your staff enjoys it. Everybody that did it last year really had fun with it. So anyway, get those in. We look forward to looking through those pictures.
Okay, so if you're a franchisee or a manager listening and they need like a little nudge to be at the event, Brandon, what would we say to kind of push them over the edge to actually show up and be present at our event?
Well, it's a chance to learn. It's a chance to connect with other franchisees, share feedback, connect with other managers, share best practices, and we have fun doing it too. We have some laughs and we have a good time. We have some good discussion. And this year the food will be much better. So as some of the feedback we took, it's still no steak and lobster, I don't think. I don't think so, but it's going to be much improved. So please join us. We have a lot of, like I said, it's a good investment. It's worth your time.
Yeah.
And we'll have fun with it too.
All right. So we look forward to seeing you guys on September 18th. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks.
Thank you for tuning in to the Subway JPW podcast, a creative approach to communication designed to keep you informed, connected, and equipped. To receive notifications when new episodes are available, select subscribe below. Thanks for all you do, and continue to create great.